Hey, what is up everyone? I'm back with another unboxing video. This time, this is kind of a treat for me because this is the oldest thing that I have unboxed so far, and that is a Magic the Gathering 4th edition starter deck. Now, I remember when all the previous versions of Magic were available at the store, and obviously I had access to them, and they were relatively cheap back then. They were about $8 a deck. Now this deck, this is a 4th edition deck. This came out in 1995. These typically run anywhere between $75 to $90 in, sealed like this. I actually got a pretty good deal on this one, I think. I managed to pick this one up for $45, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I managed to go with my buddy Jason, who is also here with me on the video. For those of you that don't know, Fat Elf King, he's the one that did the last unboxing video with me. He's going to be joining me once again for this unboxing video.
John, tell them the story how I messed up your deal.
Oh, so yeah, funny story before I even get into that. So when I was looking at potentially buying this deck, I asked the guy. I thought it might be closer to the 75 or 90 range that it was going for. So the guy goes and checks it, and it's only $45. So I'm there with here. Well, I should say I was over there with Fat Elf King Jason here. And it was funny because,
I'm an idiot. I admit it.
Yeah, I I think $45. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good deal for it. I'll go ahead and pick it up. Why not? So, because if there's one card in here or two cards in here that might be able to basically pay for the entire box if I'm able to pull them, depending on how lucky I am. So there might be one or two, or maybe a couple that might add up to the price of the box and make it worth it. So I go to check this out, and before I do, Jason decides to say, "Are you sure that's the price of it?" to the guy that's selling it to me, and I just look at him like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you mentioning that to him?"
He actually started checking, and he's like, "Oh, in Amazon they're about $75, but my boss is not answering, so just take it for $45."
Just take it for $45, yeah. So for a moment I was like, "Oh, geez, I thought I was going to have to end up paying more than it, but luckily I didn't. Luckily the guy was cool, and he let us go ahead and take it for $45, which again, I thought was a pretty fair deal considering. So hopefully I can pull a couple things from here. The one I would really like to pull, because I think that it's the rarest one for 4th edition at least, and Jason can correct me if I'm wrong here, I believe is Mana Vault is the most expensive one from this particular... Yeah, from this particular set, and then after that, it goes down from, I think Sylvan Library Land Tax is, I think, like a $25 card, Strip Mine, and then it just goes down from there.
Yeah,
so
there's a few cards. Their 4th edition is old, but it's not a set that has very expensive cards. The best one you'll find is a $30 card. Now, if we go before 4th edition, then that's where you start getting the good stuff,
Yeah.
But it's still a good unboxing because it's so old. You don't find these anymore. They're pretty rare.
Yeah, and to find it in this kind of shape, I thought was pretty good. That's the other thing too. I took a very good look at this, obviously to make sure it wasn't any kind of reseal. Not that it really looks like, usually when they have this, it's not very easy to get counterfeit or repackaged reseals like this. So it looked pretty legit. I made sure to examine it as well as I could before buying it, and yeah, so as you can see, so ultimately decided that it would be worth picking up. Sure, why not? I mean, look, it's a piece of history here. This is as far as I'm gonna get to getting my hands on anything close to the beginning of Magic, unless I want to pay up the wazoo, which I'm not willing to do. I mean, unless I get rich here and I have money to throw away, which I don't. So this is going to be the closest I can get, at least for now.
Hey, for the price, it was great.
So
I mean, you can't go wrong. $45,
yeah,
something for 4th edition, 1995. But let's get this going. Let's see what we can get in there.
All right, let's see. I'm just gonna kind of just open that a little bit here, just so that I can pull it, because I'm wearing gloves, so I don't have any nails that I can use there. So let's just get that there, and let's go ahead and open it up here. Open up the seal up here. I'm trying to keep it there as well as I possibly can. So let's go ahead and, there we go, tops off there. There it is. So let's just go ahead and back this up a little bit here.
You gotta smell it, John. You gotta smell it.
Smell it.
See if it still has the smell of.
Nope, the new smell is off of it. It's definitely
It's gone,
off of it.
it's gone.
It's completely gone. So let's go ahead and open this up here. But you can see how old it is from the yellowing there on the top. You can tell that's definitely 20 years old right there. So let's go ahead and open this up to see. And there we go. There's the pack. There's the box. Like you can see, it's pretty yellow up in there. But here it is.
Oh my God.
Here's the deck. Look at this. This old school white border. White border there. That's cool. So the first one off the top is Carrion Ants. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the side here. Let's see what we're gonna
You
get.
gotta open it through the little book.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I think that's the cupping of the cards, I believe.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it from there. I'm trying to do it without touching anything else there. So
This is even older than when I started. I started in Invasion,
okay, I'm trying to.
which that was what, like 2004, 2005, around there. I think it was 2004 or 2003. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I really started getting into Magic in Onslaught. Started doing FNMs. It was funny because my first tournament, I went with a tribal wizard deck. I used to beat all my buddies. And when I get there, and they hit me with Wrath of God.
That was a wrap.
Oh, and I was even using cards from older sets, and they're like, that's not standard legal. I didn't even know what standard was. So they still let me play, because I mean, it's my first time. I'm a noob, you know, playing FNM. And I got hit with the Wrath of God, man. I had a board with like 10 wizards. And me being a noob, I never attacked or anything. So, yeah, he just blew up my board, and I'm like, what
Blew you up with
yeah,
it?
I'm like, what the hell's that card? I didn't understand it. I read it like 4 times.
It's like, what Wrath of
And
God?
I'm like,
What
can
is-
you do that? Is that legal?
Alright,
Yeah.
so here we go. Alright, here we go. Sorry, let's go ahead and, oops. I want to make sure that, alright, make sure that
You excited,
get this
John? You
perfectly.
excited?
You know, it's always cool to you know, do something like this, have history in your hands, I guess, so to speak.
You're too green to be doing this, man.
Probably, yeah. So, Carrion Ants, there's one. Mind Bomb, Ivory Cup, Wall of Bone, Earth Elemental, Castle. It's kind of fade a little bit up there. It looks like it was right off the print there. So, Animate Dead, Evil Presence, Untamed Wilds. This is obviously the booklet. Yeah, the book that tells you how to play there. Put that on the side there. Living Lands. You know, Primal Clay. I mean, they're a little bit warped. I mean, but of course that's to be expected. These cards are over 20 years old. Plains. Swamp. Mountain. It's history right here. Look at this old school artwork. I love the old school artwork.
Yep.
I mean, it's something that I remember seeing from back in the day, from when I would watch friends of mine play, so it's always cool.
I love old lens too.
Yeah.
Like the art. I think it's better than the new ones.
There's something more, I don't know, it just
Appealing.
much more appealing, I think, yeah. I guess it's maybe because it reminds me of Bob Ross a little bit.
Bob Ross.
Yeah. You know,
It does. I'm not.
good old wholesome Bob Ross showing
Yeah.
us. Cards feel a little bit warped. I mean, that's kind of to be expected, though. They are pretty old. So,
Bob Ross, he was a pimp, man.
yeah, he was. Too bad he never got to do any magic cards, as
Yep.
far as I know. Alright, Eternal Warrior. Grizzly Bears.
You got a fireball.
Fireball. I don't know why. That reminded me of the lightning bolt video with the kid who was LARPing. Okay, Energy Tap. Sisters of the Flame. Wall of Spears, Amulet of Krug, Scribe Sprites, Unstable Mutation, Shatter, Giant Spider. I think Shatter's a decent card, right?
Lana World. Satisfied an alpha Lana World.
Yep. So there we go.
Fissure.
Alps, S.
Healer.
Giant Strength.
Balance Shiro.
Lost Souls.
Lightning Bolt. Nice.
Lightning Bolt. Alright, we're almost done here. Prodigal Sorcerer. Seeker, so not anything too spectacular there.
It was pretty much rares, a bust.
Right? There's no rares, I don't think, right?
Maybe no. You gotta check because I don't know if we gotta check the list because that's the problem with 4th edition. There's no way of you telling because it has no symbols on it or anything.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Because
you have to like
you just kind of have to look it up to see.
Yep.
But didn't really find anything that I particularly wanted from this set because I was hoping to get either.
You might have a couple cards that are worth $2-3.
Yeah, that's the one thing. At least some of the cards are worth a few dollars. Even some of the commons, I believe, right?
Yep.
So I mean, there we go. Opened them up. But man, yeah, you can tell they're old. It's kind of warped.
Sideways looks crazy.
Yeah. So they're kind of
old school. Compare the texture of old cards with new ones.
Yeah, let's do that. So this is an older card. It's 1995. And you can see this is a newer card. Oh.
Yeah, and they're thicker.
Yeah, the old cards definitely are thicker.
Thicker. You see they're a little bit darker.
Yep. So. Side-by-side comparison, but
if you try bending them a little bit too, you see the difference. Like the cardboard is a lot thicker. New cards, they kind of crappy.
Yeah, they're definitely better card stock quality, but that's pretty much it. Didn't really find anything that like I said that I was looking for. I mean, unfortunate, kind of a bust, but hey, look, they're old cards. This is not necessarily the best. Obviously, it's not the best set of the older sets. The ones there to really find are the alpha, beta, and what was it? Revised.
It's revised, and I can't remember. It's 4 sets.
Yeah, but is what it is. But that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I mean, really, the only one. Let me just look through them again here real quick to see maybe there's something. Not really any that I can think of off the top of my head, but I think Lightning Bolt is probably Lightning Bolt, and might be the only one, or the highest. This might be the highest priced one in this.
$450.
Yeah, it looks like about $450 for that one. So Lightning Bolt might be the only one there, really. So, yeah.
Check Benalish Hero. I think she's worth something too. Maybe a couple bucks.
Benalish Hero. Let's see.
I might be wrong.
Not that I'm seeing. So I think that's pretty much it. Just Lightning Bolt. It's all right. No problem. But yeah, there it is. Unboxing of 4th edition of Magic. A bust, but maybe in the future I'll find another one and maybe I'll pull a better card, or maybe somehow, some way I'll get my hands on an actual good deck.
In a year, we'll get an alpha or beta.
An alpha or beta. We'll see. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
I'll drop like $20K. It's all right. I'll have the funds, John.
We'll wait and see for that date. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. If you guys want to check out Fat Elf King, check him out on Twitter. Fat Elf King. Pretty easy to spell. I'll leave links in the description below. He also has a YouTube channel on here, which I will also link in the description below. He's also on Twitch. So be sure to check him out. All right, until next time, y'all have a good one.